All night. Keep going crazy.
Oh shoot, Ashanti is running this. Let me shut up.
Yeah, shut your face. So, how's everybody doing? I'm the Mariah today. How's my activist? My bad. How everybody doing?
Cool.
What's going on in your lives?
Cool. My bill's getting caught up.
We love financial stability.
More money coming.
Stan, yes.
Hopefully.
Financial stability.
I didn't even get the interview yet, but I'm just manifesting it.
No, you got it. We know this.
I'm chilling. It's got some scratches on my hands, some squirrels and shit. So, just vibing.
Did you send the squirrels in a group chat yet?
Nah, not this week.
Bitch.
Okay.
This seems like deja vu.
Yeah, really.
I hate.
Wow, was that a sneak diss?
It was. It was.
Honestly.
At least we remembered our lines.
The cameraman was fucking up, y'all.
Crazy.
It's gonna be fun.
Anyway, what's the topic?
Oh yes. So I have like this relationship code question. Everybody comment. Everybody talk about it.
I keep thinking you're saying cult question.
Or that. If I have a cult, hello.
I want to start a cult.
But the question was like basically saying, if you talk to your friend about something, is it okay to talk to your partner about it? And if it is, what are the things that you can talk to your partner about?
Now I'm gonna tell you this. Everybody that's been in a long relationship, when your friend going through some shit, guess what you doing tonight? Babe, guess the fuck what? Guess what the hell happened with da-da-da.
But is it coming from the place of like sneak dissing or just like? Wait, okay. I guess it depends. Cause like, is it like a messy friend? Cause we have friends who messy as shit, and we're like, get your shit together, and we're going to clown you.
Defined. So if that's something that you're defining, like as long as it's not in the energy of being messy, I'm okay with it. That's fine. I mean,
Yeah,
that
like
is
if it's like your friend is going through some shit, and like you gave them a perspective on how to fix or how to deal with it, and you're just asking someone else for their perspective, and your friend knows your partner, then that's okay.
I have my opinion, but I'm saving it.
Oh.
Well, for me, it like really depends on, I guess. Yeah, it's the vein of how you guys are talking about it, and then it also depends on what exactly you're talking about. Because if I come to you and I say I got cancer, I don't need you going to tell people, and now they're treating me with sympathy.
Don't tell me
Well,
you have
Behind
cancer.
the scenes.
Okay, so my mind went somewhere else. So let me answer the question first.
Okay.
I think with my friends, if you tell me and you specifically say, hey, don't tell anybody, I'm not telling a single soul without your permission. That's me. But if you're saying, okay, can I tell you something, then most likely my partner is going to know. Because, I mean, that's who I talk to at night, and we need content, to be honest with you. But and half of the time, their advice is some advice I could give you that could help you. But my mind went to niggas in the church do this a lot.
They do.
Yeah, the church. I'm
That's
sorry.
where my head
Yeah,
went.
I'm sorry. This is what I was about to say. I feel like this. I don't feel like, at the end of the day, it is going to sound petty, but if you're going to one of your friends' events, that's also emotionally dumping. It's not a bad thing. It just has bad connotation on it. I just feel like if you're coming to me to release energy or release something that was making you feel bound, I'm not your therapist. We didn't sign we didn't sign that. And so while this unspoken loyalty would be nice, I don't necessarily owe you that, because what you just did was all my shit, you put something right on top and said, don't move it though. What if it's too heavy for me? Did you ask to see if I can handle this information right now, or whether I was even in the headspace to receive more energy that was heavy? Even if it wasn't bad news, it might just be heavy energy. I might be already going through a bad day. And now you're saying don't express it to anybody. But when I go home to my partner and I'm frustrated and they're like, hey, how's your day going? Are you okay? I'm supposed to just hold it. Like, it's just like all these expectations where I don't get paid for this. And this is why I say, do not use your friends as a therapist. If you really need to vent and let some shit go, get a therapist who is actually being paid to keep your secrets, not me. However, I do have loyalty. Don't think I'm not loyal. With certain shit, obviously, I'm not going to keep repeating out of respect.
That came off as rather
but it's a fact.
unloyal.
No, it's not. What it is
But look,
You
look.
want me to be sensitive about you, but you're not being sensitive about me.
Not everyone can afford a therapist. So for
Right,
those who
that's
can't, who can you go to?
That's fine, but what I'm
pastor?
saying is the conversation could be different. If you don't have a therapist, there's other things that are therapeutic, like talking to people who have the space to handle what you have to say, or journaling, or reading. I feel like the most important thing that you should have got off of what I said was making sure that person is in the frame of mind to handle what you're dumping on them, and also clearly communicating that this is something that I want to not be shared with anybody.
But wait, can I say something? I'm the type of person where, like, prior to my newfound whatever the fuck I have that makes me feel like I'm Kanye West, I would tell my friends all my shit. Like, I would vent to them about everything. Now I'm like, I'm not going to tell them everything.
What made you change that?
I don't want to seem like I'm completely going through it all the time. Like, although I may be going through it, some things I'm like, okay, I know my problem. I can kind of fix it myself. I don't really need to get this shit off my chest. I know what's going on. But it's certain things I'm like, okay, this jelly don't make no fucking sense.
And
So
it's nothing
then,
wrong with that.
because like shit like that, that's when I'm like, okay, what the fuck? That's
I
stupid.
literally don't care what y'all talk to your friends about or how much. I'm just saying, as much as people, most of the people that are really sensitive are people that are not being sensitive to those people who are strong enough to receive all this baggage. For example, let's say racism. I'm trying to get off segue, and I know, Zay, you got a point to make, so I'm gonna try to get back to you so you don't forget.
You good?
But like racism, let's say you're at your workplace and they're like, "Oh, that's a really touchy subject. We're not going to talk about it." That's being insensitive, even though you're trying to be sensitive. That is what I'm saying. All of this work of trying to be sensitive about how you feel, as much as I acknowledge it, you're also being insensitive about me and how I feel and what I'm going through. So I'm just saying, being a good friend works both ways, not just for those who really need someplace to dump.
I mean, you got a valid point, but then it's also coming from a standpoint of like me being the friend that a lot of people come to. You gotta be able to set up that barrier where you're like, bro, I'm just not in the mood right now.
Yeah, that's true.
So like you all right, but it's like you have to be able to open your mouth and say I'm not in the headspace right now. Like even with like like with Ashanti, for example, it's been some days where like they are trying to come to me event, and I'm just like, bro, I went through this right now, I can't.
Yeah, that's fair.
Setting
And they've
boundaries.
understood. Like,
And that
they've
doesn't
understood.
mean that you're being insensitive, you're being mean, not a good friend, not really. But I'm just saying that is a valid point. Like,
Okay, so I got a question. Is it bad? I don't have those moments. Like, I go through shit. I go through a lot of shit. But I don't have moments where I just be like, bro, I can't deal with your shit right now. I'm always an open ear. Is that a bad thing?
only you can answer that.
Yeah, that depends on you. Because, like, I know for a fact the other day, I definitely had a moment where I kind of, like, I was going through it, like, that whole week as literally was just a fucking shit show. And my friend's calling me, and she's telling me, like, what's going on with her. And I'm always there to listen to her. I always listen to her vent and tell me what's going on. And I try to give her the best perspective that I can. But, like, that day, I was like, bruh, I know you're going to tell me some shit, but right now, I got some shit going on with me. I really don't give a fuck. And she was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, I've never heard you, like, shut someone down so quick. And I'm like, I just unloaded on her. And she's like, why don't you ever tell me these things? I'm like, because I'm told I can deal with them on my own.
I mean, I don't know. I'm the pushy friend, so like
You're the one that pries. Do you, like, pry to get the shit out? I
Yeah.
fucking hate you.
Okay, because it's like
I love you, but I hate you.
Don't say it's something bothering you.
Okay, because like I have a friend, and like one day she was telling me something, and I just kept like pushing it, which I didn't mean to make her cry, but it was just like,
You better than me.
Yeah, nigga, because Zay hit that shit with the, he'll ask you 2 times. You don't talk, kill.
no, it was like, because I'm nosy, because okay, for one, I'm just nosy, and 2, it's just like, bro, we ain't got shit else to do.
We ain't got shit else to do. So let me figure out what the fuck is making you hurt and then possibly make you cry. You know what that's called? Trauma.
No, I get that. I am a pushy person. Like, I can tell when it's something bothering you. So it actually makes me mad when you say nothing when I ask you. I'd rather you say you're not talking about it because that's a lie. You're lying.
You're sharing about
However,
this
though, dealing with my partner, I did have to realize that just because I'm most of the time ready to address problems, ready to resolve and get it over with, because I don't like tense. I don't like energy like that.
I love
That doesn't mean he is, though. He
Yes,
has a
and I
different
hate
process.
that. Like, bro,
But
what's
it's
my name? I'm out
annoying.
here.
Yeah.
Hold on. If your partner, your friend, your family, your son, your daughter, your mother, your father, whatever the fuck you're having an issue with, want to just solve the fucking problem and they're just asking you, hey, let's just solve this shit to get it out the way. Solve the fucking problem.
That don't mean you like me again. That don't mean we
I don't
done
have
again.
to
That
fuck
just
with you.
means that
Just fix this
we
shit.
Fixed it, and we gonna now give each other. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
just me. But go.
go.
Fired
You know,
up and
you-
grab the mic and everything.
Yeah,
Because it's just like when you sit there and you say like, "Oh, I don't like the energy." You put
Me thing.
yeah,
It was very me. I do.
for me,
yeah, I
it's
was
just
something
simply.
that was selfish.
No, you're good. It makes sense. If I ask you, "Are you all right?" Nah. What's up? I don't want to talk about it. You sure? Yeah. Kill. Like just like he said. That's just what that is. Now, if you're in my presence, or like if I'm on Xbox or something like that, and you sit there and you be grumpy or you be an
Yes,
asshole,
and still say nothing.
and that's you're talking about the energy. No, for me, it's just literally nah. You're acting like a dickhead.
Oh.
Go ahead, get out of my face. That's when I get mad back. I'm gonna be honest. I'm one of those
get
people.
that.
You didn't want to talk to me, so get the fuck out of my face with it.
how
That's
I
just what
feel.
that is.
Like I told him plenty of times, like I get that you don't want to talk about it, but my hiccup is if you say nothing's bothering you when the reality is you don't want to talk about it, but you moving like something is bothering you, I have an attitude now. Because now you're disrupting other things that didn't bother you. If you say you're not bothered, be unbothered, nigga. That's how I fucking feel about it. So if you're gonna act
Why
like
the
you don't
fuck did
care,
you make direct eye contact
sorry.
with me?
Sorry.
What the fuck did I do to you?
Sorry, I'm just saying, like, if you're saying you don't care, act like you don't care. Like, stop walking around like a chip in your shoulder or being moody. Like, get back to what the fuck you
Bruh,
was
no,
doing
because
before.
I know somebody who does that shit and like it'll just be perfectly quiet. And they'll just start spazzing. And I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? Who hurt you? Who pissed in your fucking cornflakes? Because it wasn't me. Like, who fucking hurt you? And then they're like, oh, nothing, I'm fine. Nigga, no, you're not. I fucking know you. What's wrong? And tell me what the fuck is wrong. Like,
Piss in their cornflakes and they'll tell you what's wrong. I guarantee
no,
you.
because then I gotta deal with that shit too, bitch.
Nah, whatever. Be mad at me. But
Pull your drawers up. What the fuck is going on? I'm sick of it. No.
All right, well, switch the subjects.
Okay, what's up?
Drugs.
Not
Not drugs. I'm sorry. I'm on some nut shit.
Switch the subject. Actually, not drugs. How do y'all feel about the